Hey y'all, I'm super excited to be bringing you an easy plant-based Thanksgiving dinner. Lego! Okay, first things first, we are starting with the longest item to cook, which is the Tofurky plant-based ham-style roast. I got this from Whole Foods for $14.99. This is what the roast looks like out of the package, and it also comes with the glaze. Okay, so you just gotta get all that netting and plastic off first, which is a process, but be very, very careful. There goes your roast. You're gonna place it in a pan, and then you're gonna add 1/4 cup of water to the pan. And then you're gonna cover it with foil and you're gonna put it in your oven at 325 for an hour and 15 minutes. Next up is cornbread. Shout out to noracooks.com for the recipe. You're gonna use 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I use the Pillsbury unbleached flour. You're gonna pour that into your mixing bowl. Then next you are gonna pour 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. Then for sugar, this is pure cane granulated sugar. I know it ain't vegan. This is why this is a plant-based meal. You're gonna pour 2/3 cup of sugar. Next, 1 teaspoon of salt. I have pink Himalayan salt at the house, so that's what I'm using. Then I have 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Then you're gonna go ahead and mix all your dry ingredients together. Next, we have our almond milk. We are using 1 1/4 cups of almond milk unsweetened, please. Okay, we don't need no extra sugar. I already put all that sugar in there. Then next we have canola oil. We are gonna use 1/3 cup of canola oil to help this cornbread stay together. All right, then we're gonna mix all that up. So this is why my arms be looking so strong at cotton diesel, because I be mixing by hand. Look at that. Look at the flick of the wrist. I have an 8-inch greased cast iron skillet that I am pouring the batter into. You can use a pan or whatever item you have at home. Just make sure it's greased so that when you are ready to put this away at the end of the night, it is easy for it to come out of the pan without falling apart. Mac and cheese. We're gonna boil 1 1/4 cups of elbow macaroni noodles for 7 minutes until they are firm. Because don't forget, we're gonna bake this in the oven, so we don't wanna cook them too much, okay? So for cheese, follow your heart, smoked Gouda. Love, love, love their cheese. I use 7 slices and I just cut them into smaller pieces so that it is easier for the pieces to melt. All right, moving right along, we are straining our elbow macaroni noodles. I got that strainer from Lidl. It couldn't have been more than $5. All right, next, we're adding 4 tablespoons of butter to our noodles, and then 1 tablespoon of flour, just to, help keep it thick, and then 1/4 cup of coconut milk. That keeps it thick too and creamy, okay, since we're not using real cheese. And then 3/4 cup of almond milk. So one thing I forgot is to add my seasoning. I ain't gonna front y'all. Filming and cooking is a challenge. It's something new for me. So I did forget those things. Have no fear. You can always add those in later. Okay, and then you're gonna add in your cheese, okay, your dairy-free cheese. Then I use 8 ounces of Vile Life, their cheddar shreds. That's another dairy-free cheese brand that I really, really like. Their cheese does melt well. So I really, really love their cheese. All right, so you're gonna mix all of that together. So what we're looking to do here is cook this on a low heat, and we want this to be melted, okay? We want our cheese to be melted, okay? I know it's some thick pieces in there, so we wanna make sure it all melts. So you keep stirring, the flick of the wrist. Your wrist game gotta be very strong to be in the kitchen cooking. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you ain't got no wrist game, then this is gonna be a challenge for you. Okay, so I just felt the need to add some more cheese. So I did have some Follow Your Heart shredded cheese. So I added that, and it was cheddar as well, just to get this really cheesy and gooey and lots of goodness. So now we are spraying our 8x8 baking dish with some oil, because once again, we don't want our stuff sticking to the pan and it's hard to come out. So now we are pouring all the goodness of the macaroni and cheese into this pan. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see how creamy this is? This is the way it's supposed to be, okay? And no animals were harmed in the making of this mac and cheese. All right, y'all, sound off in the comments. Do you like your mac and cheese with breadcrumbs or without breadcrumbs? Okay, I love mine with breadcrumbs, so I'm using plain breadcrumbs on top because it adds this extra crunchiness on the top of the mac and cheese that you just need. It makes it so much better. And then I topped it with some butter. And then what I did after that, I added some more breadcrumbs because that's my business. And I like stuff really, really crunchy at the top. So then I also sprayed it with some cooking spray because we're going to make sure that this crunch is given the crunch. So now I'm at a point where I can add the cornbread and the mac and cheese to the oven for about 30 minutes. All right, so now we are ready to start chopping some stuff up, all right? So first things first, this is the celery for the stuffing. We are going to clean our celery real good, real good. So we're gonna wash it with water and some distilled white vinegar because we want to get all that nastiness off of it. Nastiness. All right, let's just cut off these dead ends, okay? We don't need dead ends. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Y'all, I ain't the best at chopping, but as you can see here, I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best that I can, and that's all you can ask of some people. So if you're still watching, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I'm really doing the best that I can. And I would love for you to subscribe and stay tuned to all the goodness that I got coming up. I have some more food reviews coming up and other stuff. So anyways, we are chopping the celery into these small pieces because we don't want no big chunks of celery. Well, I don't, okay? So I'm chopping them real small because I don't want it. I don't want that. Nah, no, just small pieces. Okay, next then we're gonna move on to a yellow onion, okay? Now let me just let y'all know something right now. I didn't cut the onion the way that I wanted to because I wanted it to be like diced. This is more like slices, so it took me a while to really cut them. I swear to goodness, it's the filming. The filming had me off, a little bit off, y'all. It was a challenge, but nonetheless, got it done. The onions, they chopped, okay? All right, let's take a little break. Let's go back to the ham. We're gonna go back to the ham, all right? Because we gotta see what it's doing. So now, it done been in there an hour and 15 minutes, so it's ready for the glaze. Y'all see that apple glaze and the way that it is drizzling onto our plant-based ham roast? What more can you ask for? We're just making it easy Thanksgiving. So thank you, Tofurky, for helping us make this easy ham roast. Glazed ham roast. Look at that beauty. All right, our gravy, y'all. Shout out to lovinandvegan.com. We're going to use 1/4 cup of dairy-free butter, of course. Y'all, we're going to let that melt in the pot. All right, then we're going to add in a teaspoon of crushed garlic or minced garlic, whatever your preference is. And now the recipe calls for 1 medium onion, but I gotta say some of these onions because I need it for the stuffing too, and I don't want onion overload because onions do make you gassy. So I used about half an onion. And then we're gonna stir all that, mix it up, let that butter melt, fry up them onions and that garlic together. Then over here, we're gonna make a paste, okay? What we're doing is we're making a paste. So we are taking 4 tablespoons, of all-purpose flour. Then we're gonna add a little bit of our coconut milk, which we need 1 cup, but we're gonna add a little bit first because what we wanna do is we wanna make a paste first. We wanna make sure that flour is mixed all in with the milk. Y'all see it? Once again, the flick of the wrist is just very, very important, okay? So this paste here is gonna give us the thickness that we need for our gravy. And some of us got thick bodies too, but anywho. All right, so now you're adding more milk as you go along. You want to get a good consistency. You don't want any clumps left in this paste that we are making. Okay, so next, once you're done with all that, look how smooth that is. We're going to pour that right in with our onion mixture. Okay, you see how smooth and creamy that is? Ooh, I'm so excited for this. Y'all, this is my first time ever making gravy from scratch. Ooh, I lied. No, it's my second time. But anyways, first time with this recipe. So we are going to take 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. That's going to give us the color that we need, okay? And then our vegetable broth, we're going to use 2 cups of vegetable broth. That's also adding to the color too because we want a nice brown gravy. And if you want your gravy even darker, add some salt and pepper. Don't forget that. If you want your gravy even darker, you can use a dark soy sauce. I just use regular soy sauce, but the recipe does call for dark soy sauce. But it was a whole separate store for me to find dark soy sauce. I ain't got time for that. So I just use regular soy sauce, okay? And then you're going to mix it all together. All right, y'all, let's see what our ham looking like in the meantime. Look at the ham. Look at the ham. I said, let me take this out the oven. We don't want it to burn. Okay, in the meantime, once that's out, let's go ahead and put our apple pie in. Okay, while we waiting on our gravy to do its thing, because you want to give the gravy time for it to sit and, you know, get all that soaked up. So here's our apple pie. Super easy, y'all. All you gotta do is take the plastic off, put that thing in the oven, for 65 minutes. Okay, at 400. Now, back to our gravy. We see it's bubbling up. I had to bring it to the front burner because I was like, I needed it to really, really bubble because we really want this thing to get thick. And I'm adding some more seasoning because this has to make up for the seasoning I forgot in the mac and cheese, okay? So adding more seasoning, some black pepper, some paprika, some cayenne, you know, just we're gonna make sure this gravy has taste, okay? Now, our turkey cutlets, we're just gonna go ahead and put that in the air fryer for 400 at 10 minutes and it comes out like that. Y'all, this is so easy. This is such an easy Thanksgiving meal. I'm so excited for us. All right, so now we're moving on. We getting close to the finals, okay? So what we're doing right now is we are getting ready for our stuffing. Okay, so that was 4 tablespoons of butter. Now we're adding our celery and our onions, and we are gonna let those vegetables cook up for about 5 to 10 minutes. You're gonna wanna watch them and stir them as time does go along, okay? And the instructions for the stuffing is on the back of the package. So another just super easy item to make for our Thanksgiving meal, our plant-based Thanksgiving meal. And we're adding 2 cups of vegetable stock, okay? Because we need this wetness, okay, for our stuffing. All right, I had a little bit more. I just added that in. All right, ooh, everything's out. We just waiting for the stuffing, y'all. All right, so now we see it's bubbling. It's bubbling. So our celery's cooking, our onions are cooking. Here I go, adding seasoning again. Add some salt, some pepper, okay? Because once again, we got to make up. It was missed in the mac and cheese. So now we're just gonna go ahead and add our stuffing, our Pepperidge Farm herb seasoning stuffing, and we are gonna mix it all together gently. This is lightly because you don't want to start getting too wild with it, and then the pieces get all small, and then it's just a bunch of just mush. Okay, just a bunch of mush. So you're going gently, go ahead and stir that, and then you got your stuffing. Let that joint sit. And look at our plant-based Thanksgiving meal. What more can you ask for? You got your stuffing, your gravy, your cornbread, your baked mac and cheese with the breadcrumbs on top. Okay, no matter what it looks like, those are breadcrumbs on top. And then you got your plant-based ham with your glaze on top. Ooh, I almost dropped the ham. Would have been real mad if I dropped it. So now we're gonna go ahead and slice it. We're gonna slice and dice the ham. So me thinking, this real ham. Y'all see me, it was a bit of struggle. It's looking a little hot doggy-ish. It is looking a little hot doggy-ish, but nonetheless, I sliced it. And here we go. It's plated. Here we go. Mac and cheese, ham, turkey cutlets, stuffing, gravy, cornbread. What else do y'all want? What else do y'all want? Okay, what else do y'all want? Y'all want some Martinelli's. Martinelli's apple cider, sparkling apple cider is a must during the holidays. Do not forget that. And go ahead and put in a champagne glass so you can feel fancy like I did. I'm tired. The only reason why I'm tired is because it takes a lot of work to film and cook at the same time, because you want to make sure you get, all these different elements of cooking. And as y'all saw, I done forgot to put salt, pepper, and paprika in the mac and cheese. So you start to forget things, you're trying to time things, you want to make sure you're shooting at different angles. So this was a tough job. Now, if you're at home and you're just doing it for yourself, it ain't gonna be this tough. Martinelli's, love their apple cider. All right, y'all, it's really just time for me to eat. I tasted some of this ham earlier, this plant-based ham by itself, and it reminded me of a hot dog. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now that it has some glaze on top, let's see if we get a different result. Nope. You know what it kind of tastes like? It tastes like that plant-based bacon I be eating. That's exactly what it tastes like. All right, let's see what the, it's not bad, but it's an acquired taste, to tell you the truth. And then this is the turkey cutlet, never had this before, with my gravy on it. I like that. That's good. That's good. That's a go for me. All right, let's try the stuffing with some gravy on it. That's good too. You know what I forgot to do? I was gonna add a little bit more of soy sauce to the gravy and make it darker. I like my gravy like a dark brown, but it's okay like this. All right, Let's go to the mac and cheese. My back hurt. Go to the mac and cheese. Ooh, ooh, still hot. It's still good without any salt, pepper, or paprika. But I do have it, so I'm gonna add it on the side later. All right, and the cornbread. So the mac and cheese and cornbread I've made before, so. Cornbread is giving what it needs to give. Shout out to Nora Cooks, because this is how I found this cornbread recipe. And I've been making this cornbread at least for the past year or so. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm about to finish this plant-based Thanksgiving meal. I really hope you all enjoy this and are inspired to do this too. And actually, hold on. We gotta finish the apple pie, so stay tuned. Now that the pie has baked for 65 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and add our crumbles to the top of the pie. Ooh, I love crumbles on the top of apple pie. Ooh, good old apple crumble. Makes me so happy. Then you're gonna go ahead and use a fork just to press down lightly. You don't wanna do too much, just press down lightly and go ahead and put it back in the oven for a good 10 minutes. And then look, this is how it comes out. Nice brown apple crumble pie. And it's so good. I topped it with the So Delicious Cocoa Whip. That dairy-free whipped cream was good. That pie was yummy in my tummy. I was so full, but I still ate the pie for y'all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great plant-based Thanksgiving. Follow me on all social media outlets, Soso Models. Peace.